Terminator Genisys is, of course, the fifth film in the Terminator series, and it is a sort of quasi-reboot slash sequel to the Terminator franchise. And, of course, stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Emilia Clarke, Jason Clarke, and, of course, Courtney. And the plot of Terminator Genisys is, of course, Kyle Reese is sent back to the year 1984, just like in the original movie, to save Sarah Connor. However, when he gets there, he discovers that the time has changed. Sarah Connor is now a badass as she was in T2, and that an older T-800 has been guarding her since she was 9 after Skynet sent a T-1000 back to 1973 to kill a 9-year-old Sarah Connor. But, of course, the plot thickens, and if you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about, where Skynet decides to go and do a if you can't beat them, join them plan to basically win Judgment Day. This movie, I'm just going to be right out honest with you, I really enjoyed Terminator Genisys. This was a lot of fun. This movie had comedy, it had the action, it had the dramatic stuff when it needed to be. And I liked the chemistry between all three, or four if you will, of the major cast in this movie, including Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese. People seem to have a problem with Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor because she looks like she's 18 years old, when in reality she's my age. So going into that knowing that she's my age, possibly a few months older than I am, because she's going on 29 in October, I was okay with it. I wasn't weirded out by it or anything. Because I got confused for a 12-year-old when I used to work in FedEx. And I was, what, 21, 22? So, yeah. I've been there, so I know how that feels. So that didn't weird me out. Emilia Clarke is awesome. I love her as Sarah Connor. Not only does she look like Linda Hamilton, but she actually has the character down packed. Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of iffiness between the script and her character, but overall she's decent. Courtney is probably as best as I've ever seen Courtney. It's probably the most emotion he's actually ever showed, basically. That's saying a lot, because the man's like Sam Worthington. He's like a robot himself, but he actually does his eyebrows in this movie. He actually laughs a little bit. He actually smiles. He actually does everything I've never seen him do in any other movie that wasn't an asshole type of way. It was actually kind of normal. You know what I mean? And the standout of this movie is, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course, back again with the... I like the excuse they gave Arnold Schwarzenegger for being his age in this movie, which is... goes back to the first movie. It was said basically in the first two movies that it's human tissue. So, of course, the tissue is going to age over the endoskeleton of a Terminator. So, that was interesting. I love this aspect of the T-3000, and if you know the movie, then you know exactly what the T-3000 is. I like this model. I like the way it looked. I like the way its endoskeleton was. It was actually pretty damn cool, especially going up against an older, outdated model like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then reality, if it was any other T-800, would have wiped the floor with it. But since it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, they decided to have him go toe-to-toe. So that was interesting. And I'm speaking the truth, so. And Jason Clarke as John Connor. Well, he's not the best John Connor. Of course, the best is Terminator 2. What's your name? What is your name? Edward Furlong. There we go. Damn. He is still the best John Connor. Christian Bale is a close second, and this one, he's third. But I thought he was okay. He wasn't terrible. I'm not really a fan of Jason Clarke. Yeah, he's in 3 movies that I've seen so far. This, Zero Dark 30, and White House Down. But he has to grow on me some more, so yeah. And the action is great. The effects look nice. The shit look nice. The budget is $155 million. So, yeah, I hope we get 2 more films. They're planning a trilogy with this, so I want to see where else they go with it. And this is probably the best ending to a Terminator film. Not like God, I want to say why, but I don't want to ruin it, you know what I mean? Terminator 2 still has the best ending, but this is the second best ending. You have to see it to see what I'm talking about. Because it's something I've been waiting on since Terminator 2 and 3. I'm like, well, why couldn't y'all fix that was up with the T-800? And I'm like, okay. They kind of fixed that in this movie. At the end of this movie, they fix it. I'm like, wow. Okay, that's awesome. So now I can't wait for the other one. But, yeah. All in all, Terminator Genisys is an entertaining watch. And it is the better Terminator 3. Even though I love Terminator 3 and Salvation, it's better than both those movies combined. Not to mention that they actually show the war in this movie like they did in Terminator Salvation, except it's actually lasers and not bullets. Yeah, hear me, Salvation? Lasers, not bullets. Okay? Alright. Am I making myself clear? You sure? Okay? Alright. But, yeah, I love the twist in this movie. Not with what the trailer showed us. No. I'm talking about with Skynet. The way they had to... If they want to win, they gotta get the enemy where it hurts. I like that aspect. I really did enjoy that aspect. So, yeah. All in all, though, Terminator Genisys will get an A for me. Screw all the hate this movie's getting. I don't care what the critics say. I don't fucking care. I want to know what you guys say that are fans of the Terminator series. And no. Don't look at Terminator 1 and 2 and then go into here expecting that type of level of movie, because you're not going to get that, okay? You got to go in this movie the same way I did, with the lowest of low expectations. If you do that, you're going to love this movie. And you're probably going to love it more than T3, since a lot of you don't like T3 in the first place, and Terminator Salvation, which is mixed. So, yes. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Terminator Genisys down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I want you guys, instead of telling me what is your favorite Terminator, no. Give me out of a list of all 5 movies your order of the Terminator series, from 1 to Genisys. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.